Okay.
I got your left clear.
That's here, so.
Yeah, power.
Okay. And altitude. It is all right now. It's pressure.
Yeah, hold right there. You see, that'll be down here. There you go. Say LT.
Okay. Jeff's got to do that too because I still can't see my flights on.
Okay.
Seems to work intermittent.
Great. That's an easy one.
I'm thinking it's probably just a loose antenna connection.
That's all it is. Anytime if it's a like that, 99% of the time, it's a loose connection.
Yeah, he's going to be right in there anyways.
Yep.
So perfect. Okay, so. Great. Traffic Cherokee 7965 November. Radio check.
Okay, set that to 740. That way they would give you the
that's right. Major pressure difference today.
Okay. She answered. Say again, you're a little off.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, radio check.
You're loud and clear, altimeter 3005.
3005, thank you. Okay. Let's go flying.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, put all our light. Why not?
Yep, very good.
And then.
That's the ADSB, there you go.
Turn it all the way up?
Yep, sure. Yep.
Is that the, okay, so that's the dimmer.
That's the dimmer, yep. And then this is roll for the, this is also for the panel lights, and they're all the way up.
There we go. Okay. Let's see what I remember, Rick. Looks like we're going to do a little four-wheeling here.
Sure.
I'm going to go out around that.
Yeah, that's where the plow was before.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, crossing runway 29, taxi in the grass.
We're taxiing down the runway. The grass might be a little soft.
Okay.
There's nobody.
You been up at all today, or?
No. I've been doing ground school and doing paperwork and end of the year stuff, get make sure everything's all early for the end of the year.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in every bill paid tax deduction I possibly can. In other words, does it feel a little clunky? Is that just?
That's it, yeah.
It just feels like.
Yeah, take your feet off the rudder, sir. That's right.
Just feels like something's wobbly or bouncy or something.
It just might be a little vibration that you feel in your feet.
Alright, no ice today, so helpful. Around more towards the wind. Okay. Run up. Aircraft positioned into the wind. Close enough. Parking brakes set. There's full rich. Throttle to 2000. We're not creeping. Okay, let's go left mag, about 100 drop. Right mag, about 100 drop. And carb heat, 60 or 70 drop. And suction looks good. Oop, back to boat. We're on boat. And okay. Carburetor heat off. And instruments, pressure, no temperature yet. Amps is doing its thing. Fuel pressure's good. Throttle's already did all. Flight instrument check. Flight controls. Being correct. Throttle friction lock. Play with that right now. And trim I already have where I want it. And transponder is out. Okay, doors, windows, seatbelts, flaps to 2. Okay, landing lights, I already did everything. Fuel pump on, mixture, confirm rich. And so let's see, we are 235. And time noted, except I forgot my watch. Alright, if we lose power before into the fence, we abort, we stop. If we get in the air and we lose power before pattern altitude, we're looking straight ahead for a field. If we can make it to pattern altitude, we got a chance to look and turn around and come back.
Very good.
Alright. Oop, I have to tell them what I'm doing. Great back to traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern.
The wind is going to have a lot of lift. Once you get airborne, you're going to have a lot of lift to get back up there. So the idea is if you nice, easy control, keep the airplane in control, situation awareness and flying, and always turn a couple degrees to the right so you get that big open field there if you lose an agent. But also we get that big field there. It's all corners cut now, so you get all kinds of open fields.
And we've got a little bit of crosswind.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, we're in the green. Airspeed is alive.
Number 5, currently 7 miles to the southeast, currently 6,000. We'll be just heading southbound.
That's just hold the wheel steady, nice and easy. There you go, just like that. So you put a little pressure on the aileron and rudders together. There you go. You're gonna ride. As you're doing fine. Just see this, just like this. See that little bump right there? As I'm just gonna hold it right like that, and then as soon as I see it start to roll off a little bit, I'm just gonna try and keep it right on that area there.
Alright. I was trying to make my slight right turn there.
Yep, that wind got you.
It took advantage of me.
Yep, very nice. Hey, there's a nice takeoff because you see you're in control and you're seeing what the airplane's doing all the way around.
Okay. Clean up the plane. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November. Turning crosswind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November. Turning downwind, runway 29.
Turning Wednesday 355.
Upland traffic, Cape Jericho, approximately step to the southeast.
I just get nice specific spots where you want your base and your final. Give yourself plenty of room today because of the wind, and also when you bring the power back, the airplane's going to come straight down, so you can afford to be just a little higher than normal so you don't get
Okay.
Now, and then also here a little trick of Great Barrington is if it's wind straight out across runway and it come right across those pine trees, just angle kitty corner right across the cornfield from one corner to the other, and angle in and then just turn final about halfway through the cornfield.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November. Turning base, runway 29. I'm way out here, holy cow.
Well, that's the wind.
That's tailwind,
that's
yeah.
it. No, but actually, no, see, we usually turn between the L-shaped barn and the house I can't afford, so
Yeah.
you're right, pretty much right on the edge. Good. Now, again, if there's a real strong wind out of north, which it's not today, I'd kitty corner right to the end of the runway, right over here. That way there, you're going to stay away from those trees, and then, but there, the wind's pretty much right down the runway today. Here, it's smooth here, it's just beautiful. Hold it right here.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November. Turning final, runway 29.
Beautiful.
I want to be a little faster today.
Nope, just normal speed. Yeah, maybe only about 5 knots at most. Okay, there you go. You're in perfect shape, trust me. Got one more notch of flaps to go. See that second runway line? See this angle? You're going to be beautiful. This is perfect speed. You're going to that angle right like this. You're going to be well above the trees. Going to cut all the turbulence out. See that second runway line? Appears to be stationary, and this way the airplane's going to come on down. So just hold it right like that. See that? Power is perfect. Keep the power right there. See it's coming down nicely. Beautiful. This is a perfect. See with that nose down, you're slicing right through that turbulence. You got the airport. Now you can bring the power all the way off. Just keep the nose right to that second runway. There you go, just like that, perfect. Transition to the far end of the runway, that is nice and easy. Hold it off, hold it off. Hold it off. A little too high, just let it down a little bit. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it. There you go, beautiful. Nothing wrong with that.
Alright.
Yep, I would have just, when you broke the glide, just hold a little bit more level closer to the ground. But because the gust of wind can get you, but that was fine.
Yeah, I had to readjust to gently let the balloon down.
Yeah, but that was beautiful. That was nice. And see how when you brought the power back, that airplane just came right down because of the wind. You looked a little high, but man, that was absolutely perfect. Because now here's those trees, and you just cut right above those trees like that, and you came right down.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November. Taxi, back taxi, runway 29.
Very good. That was beautiful all the way around. Absolutely. Now you got the wind's pretty much right on the tail, so I just, no real crosswinds. There was a crosswind from the, yep,
okay.
Because you want, if it's coming from the left, just remember, dive with it, so.
That's what I was looking, but I was looking out here and I could see the aileron up. I'm like, that looks wrong.
Yep. And the idea is the wind hits that wing and keeps it up. It's not so much on the low wings as it is on the high wings. The high wings, it's a lot higher up in the air, so the wind can get underneath, cause all kinds of problems.
Ah, that was all that noise. I didn't have my A&R on.
Okay.
So I was hearing every little bounce and click and... Alright. When we get down here, I'm going to take my jacket off too.
Yep.
Much warmer than I thought.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing sounds like it's falling apart without that A&R.
Yeah. I must be tone deaf because I can hear the tires going over the bumps and everything. But one good thing is we talked to Mass and Joe was able to get us runway sealing and possibly a 2-inch coating on top of the runway after they crack seal it. So
really,
a nice runway next year.
Nice. Who's doing that work for you?
That'll be through the state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They were on a call and they made sure that we're on it, and they said they have some money for general aviation, and they've totally ignored us for the last 3 years where everybody else has got money and said, now it's your turn.
Nice.
So I said, well, we need to crack seal number one, then they'll crack seal it, and then they'll put a nice coat on top of that. They'll paint everything. The airport will be closed for 5 days.
All right. Not the end of the world.
Nope.
All right. Drop it about 10 degrees, hopefully. Gotta try and stay comfortable. It's just one extra thing to stress.
Well, that's the thing is, if you're comfortable flying an airplane, if you're not comfortable, I mean, it puts added stress to the level of what's going on. But just make yourself comfortable. Everybody flying by yourself, carry a pee bottle too, because you got to hold it, and it is, you got to go another 45 minutes. It gets uncomfortable.
All right.
Do exactly what you did last time, because that was absolutely beautiful.
Okay. Okay.
All set.
Up. Okay. Doors, windows, seat belts, flaps. Two. Trim is set.
And how many degrees is 2?
Two is
25. And
that
20.
was 30.
No, 10, 25, 40. It goes 10,
25, 40.
10, 25, 40. That's why if I just remind you all this little stuff now, you don't have to learn it later.
All right, and
then when you go for your check right, you can always just say, okay, I'm going to put 2-notch flops, which is 25 degrees for takeoff for short fields.
we're about a perfect. All right now. Okay.
Okay, off we go.
Great Barrack to traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern.
You don't have to, once you do more than one takeoff, you don't have to come to a stop. You can take it. We'll just add power. Just reach down there and look that you got 2150. Everything's in the green. A little bit of aileron in there.
Oh.
There you go. That's right.
Okay. Everything's green. Airspeed's definitely alive. About 60.
Beautiful. Very, very nice. Perfect.
The wind correction angle is pretty strong on this one, right?
Yep. You're doing a beautiful job. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you look, that's it. There. Now, if you lose the engine, see that? You got that field made right there.
Really?
You got that field. Just turn right to the right. And you make that field with no problem whatsoever.
Ooh. Good wind stuff.
Yep. You're doing a good job.
All right.
And then you see how you're holding it steady and you're not letting the airplane bounce around? That's what you're doing. That's what you're flying. Now you got all these fields over there. If we lose the engine on, that's where you're going to go over there now.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. I could have pulled the power a little quicker on that.
You're doing fine.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. A little farther out, we can work our way back.
Yep. Actually, in pretty good shape. You can see the back 9 of the golf course. That's about roughly where we want to be. Doing a really nice job flying. The thing is, just enjoy it, just relax. There's nothing that on your pattern, even if it's a bouncy day, that's got to be done so dramatically fast that that you're throwing the controls wrong. I know you got that tailwind, so if you wanted to start turning your base now, because what happens is, as you turn, that wind's going to blow you this way. So.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29.
There you go. Beautiful. Now, if you lost scenes right now, you definitely wouldn't make the airport, I can tell you that, but you got that field right straight ahead here. See this right here with that one little tree in it? This big open field right here? There you go.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
There you go. This is a perfect approach. No, you're doing fine. Just keep that nose. See that? When you keep that nose down like that, you're going to get yourself out of trouble. See that? You're cutting right through this stuff like you wouldn't believe. Perfect. Can you get the airport mates and I can bring power all the way off? No. And just fly right to that second runway line. And now when you break the glide, now just hold it right there. Hold it right there. Now hold it off. Not a little too much. Hold it off. Hold it off. Hold it off. Hold it off. Absolutely beautiful. You get to the point where you break the glide. Just imagine this, just a 1.5 feet in the air like that. That's a beautiful approach all the way around. You see how with that, you come in a little higher on a day like today, that nose down, you cut right through the turn. If I'm dragging it through the air like this, what happens is then I can get my updrafts, downdrafts, and again, makes my life miserable.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, taxi on, back taxi, runway 29. Slowly getting more comfortable with the plane.
You should. This is. I really like this. Mine is the green one. There's the same thing as this Hershey bar wing, and I just love it. It's just a great little airplane. It's great. It's just your, perfect little airplane for what you. Oh, look at the moon coming up.
Nice. Oh, we're gonna have a full moon tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. Terry, look at the moon out the window off over that new house. It'll be coming up over this trees here shortly for you, but it's a full, huge moon. And then you see how comfortable you are on takeoff? Just nice and easy, just fly the airplane out on days when it's really rough. You just want to get yourself, once you see that you get 85 now, you can just nurse it up there, get a little altitude. So the object is you're protecting yourself. If I lost the engine, I can't make those fields there. I got this field here. Just fly the airplane. Got to keep the nose down, spin around, just put it right down there. If not, you got all those other little houses up there, little fields up there.
Yeah, I look when we're flying around as to where to put it down.
Yep, and that's what.
To be honest, I've never really looked while taking off because I'm preoccupied with, what's in front of me, I guess.
Well, that's the thing is, if we go to an, if I go to an airport I've never been to before, as soon as I become airborne, my eyes are like, okay, that's if something happens, because that's not the time to go, oh, where am I going to go? I have an idea of that. If it's right off to the right, a big open field to the right, I turn immediately to the right. Okay, whatever it takes.
Doors, windows, seatbelts, flaps to 2. Let's turn back. Okay, the lights are on, fuel pump solid, mixture is rich, course is about 170, and we're ready to go.
Okay, off we go.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Looks good. Airspeed's alive.
Here you got you're doing 90, 95, so that you just hold nice 80, 85 to 90. Yeah, there you go, just like, there you go.
305.
Beautiful. And you got all these fields up here that I'm looking at.
705 is 5 miles to the south, transitioning to the west. We're flying northbound Green Acres.
I didn't hear the beginning.
Yeah, that's Green Acres. That's way over on the other side there.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29.
07,
Every once in a while your stall lights popping on there, just flickering. That's just nuisance for some reason. You're nowhere's near a stall.
One more thing for Jeff to look at.
No, it just could be it could be inherent in the wing. Mine used to do it all the time too, because your wing get a turbulence, it just pops up.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. It's beautiful now, Edmund. Goes down, a little slow there. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29. One more flap. I'm not going to put any more trim in because she wants to slow down more than I'm comfortable with.
85 on a day like today is a perfect speed for this airplane. Okay?
Little power to carry the trees.
Yep. I'd keep the power in there for a little bit longer. Keep it in a little bit longer.
Okay.
Because again, also the further you land down the runway, there you go. Now you're in good shape. The further you land down the runway, the less crosswind you have. There you go. Now see that second runway line? Now you can bring the power back and just lower nose. Keep it right on that second, third runway line. Okay. Yeah, cutting right through this stuff here, really nice. If you push your nose, you got to bring the power back because see, it speeds up. Bring the power all the way up. No, see this here. Let's see this here. Hold it right like that. See that? See that wind's holding right back. 80, 80.
Right.
See this? See it? Nice and easy. See this?
I wasn't thinking I wanted to get up over 90. But...
Now see this here? Nice and easy. See, I'm just taking my time. See this here? Easy. Pulling it off. Nice and easy. There you go.
Right.
So what happens is with that wind, if you pull it up too much like that, it'll go from 85, 90 right down to like 75, and you're going to get a high sink rate. So.
Right. Well, I started to get near 80 a little bit on the turning final, so that's why I was like trying to get my nose down, but turn my brought my power up to compensate a little.
And it just sometimes it just reach under 10 RPM on, 10 RPM off, 15, 50, whatever it takes. Okay.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, back taxi runway 29. I mean, I know the plane's not going to fall out of the sky when I touch 80, but it's. I know I'm putting myself closer to a dangerous situation there. Especially on a day like today where things can change rapidly.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is a day like today, it will change rapidly.
Been trying to call the FAA again a bunch of times, but they're back to not answering.
That must be the end of the year, holiday stuff.
Looks smaller this time.
Yep.
One of the things I miss about Arizona was sometimes the sun and the moon looked so enormous due to the way the light refracted over the heat in the city and stuff. Oh.
Green Acres, Skyhawk 705 is 5 miles to the west, flying northbound at 5,200. Sky Acres.
Okay, we cleaned the plane up that time, Rick. We're getting better at that.
Yep.
Okay.
Correction, Sky 705 is 5 miles from Great Barrington to the west at 5,200. Great Barrington.
Yeah, roger that. You got one Cherokee in a pattern doing takeoff and landing, so we're about ready to depart and enter left downwind for 29.
Fuel pump. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're good to go again.
We're all set to go. There's a helicopter. He's 5 miles to the. He's calling Green Acres. He meant to take Great Barrington. So he's 5 miles to the west. He's on the north side. They use a right-hand pattern. Okay.
Okay. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Now helicopters create quite the potential downdraft mess, right?
Yeah, they usually stay well away from the airplanes, but there's turbulence. Today, the brake blade just cuts. There's no turbulence in a helicopter on a day like today.
We got a real good crosswind this time.
Okay. Yes, and I just hold the nose in a little bit longer. Just I don't like to teach this, but if I just hold it, gives me a little more controllability. There you go. 60. Okay.
Oh.
Beautiful. That's a perfect takeoff on a day like today. That's a perfect takeoff. Okay. Now hold the wheel steady. See this here? Hold the wheel steady. See this here? Not moving it. Letting the airplane. Just let the airplane fly itself. See this here? Now if I have to put a small correction in, I put a small correction. Just hold it nice and easy like that. There you go. That was very nice.
Alright.
And helicopter inbound to Great Barrington, whereabouts are you now?
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, or downwind, runway 29.
Yes, you're doing a beautiful job on the landings. Now, this way, take a look. Here, it looks like a nice angle. Try and keep the same angle all the way around.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Beautiful. I see the winds are actually dying down a little bit, so. This time you just come in a little lower than you did the last time, just to see what it's like with the chops and how you have to fly. The thing is not to over control. Just pick the spot like that second runway line. Fly the airplane right to that second runway. Beautiful. That's that roll you're going to get over the trees here. Yep. So the trick is to keep your nose down and just to power up if you have to, okay? But don't. And just hold the wheel steady, so you don't. I just fly right to the second runway. Beautiful. Nice and easy, hold there. Fall back a little bit. There you go. There you go.
I could have used a little more rudder.
But that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. And that's what it is. Right now you're going to self-criticize every time you do that, okay? You're just going to self-criticize, okay, this is what I got to do, okay?
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, back taxi, runway 29. Was he coming here, or was he
Who's that?
the helicopter?
He might have just transited the area because he said he was 5 miles north. He didn't say he was inbound, but you know, so usually when they're coming from there, he just probably transited. But he kept saying Green Acres, and then he said Great Barrington, and he went back to Green Acres. So I have no idea where he was from, where he was going.
Okay. Doors, windows, seatbelts. Up to 2. Already did the trim. Our lights are on. Fuel pump's on. Mixture's rich. Course is just about 180. And I think we're ready again.
There we go.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Oh, somebody's moving up.
No, they're just taxiing the airplane to the other side of the hangar. Oh, he's fine. And I just watch where you're going and just very slowly, just once you get to 85, then you can just look outside and transition that nose up and get a nice climb at 85.
Okay.
Hold that right rudder. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now don't control the wheel, just hold the wheel steady. There you go, just like that. See that? That's the way. That was a beautiful takeoff that time.
I think a lot of times I want to make my little turn right a little too soon.
No, you can make it whatever you feel comfortable with. Because now, if I lose,
probably should be over the trees.
yeah, but now you can see this. I can make that feel with no problem. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And that's the object that I'm looking for. That's my out. Until I go now, I'm just going to go straight this way here, because there's nothing out over here except for woods. But now I'm going to set myself up so I can get these fields right here. And actually, I could probably do the turn back to the airport and at least make the field behind me if I had to.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Beautiful out there.
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Gray Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Gray Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Now, windy days, don't be in a hurry to put that third notch down, because if you lost engine,
Okay.
you'd have to go there. You'll wait till you know you get, until you, at least you got it made, but you're doing fine. Put it down anytime you want, but if you lost the engine now, we'd have to divert to this field right here. It definitely wouldn't make the airport.
That was a good one.
Yep. Now you can expect, because the way the winds are blowing, you can expect
Get a
some.
little more altitude here.
And again, if you do cross runway at 95, that just means a longer time in the flare that you got to bleed off the ears. Perfect approach. That was perfect. As on Delhi today, that was absolutely perfect. You can't get any better than that. I'm serious.
Thank you, Rick.
You give me hope that, you know, when you do go by yourself, give me confidence in myself when you go by yourself, that if the winds are bouncy, you're not going to have any problem. That was absolutely perfect all the way around. Absolutely perfect. Now we know we're the only ones in the pattern, so we can do this short 180 here, but if there's other people, then you may have to go past the yellow line to make sure that there's nobody in the pattern.
Okay.
But you can see we're the only ones in there. There's nobody here, so we can go right down. If we saw somebody, we just go straight ahead over there. Yep. Good.
Gray Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, back taxi runway 29. Yeah, this one going this direction, I can just idle the whole way, and
Yep,
I still
yep.
get too much speed at the end.
But this end is 8 feet lower than this end here.
Yeah. Near sunset, aren't we?
Yep. Full moon on the left and the sunset on the right. Do you have any issues with the pre-flight or any questions with the pre-flight?
No, just that,
And you're going to get to know your little airplane. That's
Yep.
the nice part.
pretty much just that screw, but
Yep.
that's something I can do myself.
Yep, that's why you have that there and just carry an extra one with you. And then Jeff's got the little plastic things that can go pop in there, no big deal. You
Okay.
get 2 new black ones there to make it look nice.
All right, doors, windows locked and latched. A little rougher this time. Oh,
Heads at idle there.
just trying to be aware of my
Yep,
surroundings.
I just went to see. It's at a hard idle right now, so if I just bring it up a little bit. There you go. It's spinning smoothly now.
Okay, is good? Trim is good. And fuel pumps on. Mixture's rich. Off. And we're just about 180, and we're ready to do it again.
Here we go.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern.
And your eyes are always continuously doing this, okay? So it's just, don't focus on one little thing there, just look at that, but you can use your peripheral vision to keep the airplane under control while you're, the biggest thing is especially trying to find a place where if you lose the engine. A lot of airports like Glens Falls, stuff like that, overruns, they have overruns at each end of the runway, big overruns, so that gives you options.
Okay, we've got RPMs, gauges at the green.
Very nice, very nice. Nothing wrong with that. Just hold the wheel steady so that you don't have control. So you but see also you get down to you're up to 90 to 100. So see that's all that lost altitude that you have right there. So that's.
I got distracted with the wobble.
Yep. I said just look outside flight airplane when you see it 85. Now watch this. See we're still 90. Watch this. So I'm just going to use that cloud up there. I'm going to raise the nose up a little bit more because I just want to get that stuff up to as highest altitude I possibly can. There's my 85, and see I'm just using that little V in the cloud straight ahead there, holding it steady. There you go. That's the way.
This feels like you're pointed up like a rocket sometimes.
Yeah. Well, in the wintertime here, they climb like homesick angels because the air is so dense. There's the pressure and the temperature's cold, so there's more molecules per cubic foot, and the temperature's cold, so these airplanes all add up to like climbing like a homesick angel.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Beautiful sunset.
Yep.
7 copy, south face, circle at 2 miles west.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base runway 29.
This is all part of it. As you do it, I know I got a tailwind up here, so when I turn my base, I can start a little early, but I can also just go turn inside towards the runway a little bit. That'll prevent me from drifting any further out, because that wind's going to drift me this way here.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final runway 29. I'm gonna go around there.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, going around.
Carburetor heat up. What happened is you were chasing it all the way down that time, okay? So you just have to sit.
Woohoo!
It's just,
Where am I going?
no, what you want to do is on daylight, when you do go around like this, you got to get some nice situational awareness. Just hold that airplane like that, like that. Now there's a lot of trim in there from the landing, so you got that's the airplane wants to go up. So again, what I have to do is I have to pick a point on the go around like that, and just see, okay, there's a pressure reach down there and get the trim out of there. Okay, and what happened is you're doing this all the way down there. The wind caught you there, and then you're fine to get your speed up a little bit. You would have been fine to land, but there's excellent. There's never a bad decision to go around. Okay, now again, you see your airspeed's way high, so you want to just try and this is your airspeed right here. Okay, this is your airspeed right here.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29. You came way out today here, okay.
I see you getting low too, so the wind's still blowing, so you might get a little bit of that chop like you had before.
A little slow.
You're doing 85 is perfect on this airplane here. There you go. And just very slowly bring the power back and let the nose down. See this here? Just see, pull it right like that. See? Oh, see that? There you go. Speed's perfect. See it coming down nicely like that? Perfect. I expect the downdraft as you get by the trees here. No, fly the airplane. Don't be aggressive with the ailerons. Okay, they're power all the way off. Go. There you go. Nice. Little rudder. There you go. Oops. A little too much rudder on that recovery, but that's okay.
All right. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, back taxi runway 29. Looks like the wind's dropping off some.
Yep, yeah, I said it is. The wind is supposed to die off as the air went wore on.
Moon is just about full.
Yep, that tomorrow. I don't know when it is tomorrow. Beautiful though.
Okay, doors, windows,
Close the line.
locked. Seatbelts are good. Flaps to do. Okay, trim's where we want it. Fuel pump on, mixture rich, carb heats off. And course is just about right.
Okay, now the object is on takeoff. You rotate, fly it off, get your situation awareness. And once I'm airborne, you want to do the 85. You lower the nose to 100. Now you just stop, and you're wasting a lot of chances to get altitude if you lose the engine.
Right.
Okay, very good.
Okay. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Okay, RPMs, everything's green.
Make it relax the back pressure just a little bit. There you go. Nice. Look at the far end of the runway. Don't look. There you go. Nice and easy now. Rotate off. There you go. Beautiful. And nice and easy. Just do it. The way the winds are, it can really rack you under. Just do a nice controlled turn. And there you go. Just like that. Beautiful. Yeah, it's a nice metered turn.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29.
XPlane traffic at 2 miles to the west, enter the left line for BB.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29.
Wind.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29. Oh, raised up there.
Yep, that's it. That's the thing is you're going to get these up certain areas. If you don't know the weather around there, you know, piers and buildings and everything else can cause updraft, down dust. So that's why it's so important. See, you got the zeroed in right on that second. Don't let it move from there. Don't let it move from there. No. Perfect. Don't let it move from there. Perfect. There you go. See, now you're flying the airplane. Got the mid power all the way off. I just keep it flying right to that. There you go. Nice and easy, just relax and hold it off. Don't fly the airplane, that's okay. You got plenty of runway left, hold it off. There. Doing an excellent job. You're one person that when you go, after you go by yourself, I'm not going to have to worry one bit about anything with having the issues with the winds. Joe, turn the lights on. Thank you, Joe.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departure, back taxi, runway 29. So Joe's a CFI now.
Yes, he is.
That is awesome.
Yep.
I'm happy for him. I think I've seen him to congratulate him.
Yeah, he's been teaching quite a bit.
Thanks.
I've been giving a lot of the, all the new people and some of the people I've been flying with. I take them. I told him, I said, look, nothing personal. Joe, I got enough time in my life. Joe's trying to build time, and Joe and I'll get you finished through. But Joe's been flying since he was 4 years old.
Right. I figured that. But how does he? Is he comfortable with the teaching?
Oh yeah, he loves it. He loves it.
Go up on him sometime, just to see, get comfortable.
Well, he's got a lot of time in a Cherokee 180. He learned on our Cherokee 180. He soloed in our Cherokee 180. So he's got plenty of time in this airplane here. He knows how it flies.
I mean, I love learning from you, but I definitely like to get other people's perspectives.
Yep, well, he's got the new perspective too, so. And then sometime after the first of the year, we can get that nighttime out of the way too, because that's 3 hours. I don't want to wait until July when it gets dark at 10 o'clock at night. And if you like in January with a full moon and they have snow on the ground, absolutely spectacular flying.
I can imagine.
You want to switch our fuel tanks?
That would be definitely advisable.
Okay, when it says fuel on proper tank and their checklist, that should do fuel on proper tank. Okay, I want to switch that tank. It's on that tank there. Okay. Then what I would do is I just run it.
Run it for a bit.
Yeah.
Fuel pump off to.
Yep.
Make sure she's got the. And we'll take our time on this one.
Yep.
And didn't they just change the rules for people go to the big planes from 15 down to 100 down to 1,000 hours or something?
1,200.
1,200 or something?
Yep, 1,250. Because all the airlines are having a hard time covering people.
Right. Does that affect you? You gonna lose some instructors sooner now?
Joe's already got 1,000 hours. Nick and Alex will be they're like 700-800 hours, so they'll be in the springtime.
Ready to go.
But there's a bunch of, everybody wants to do it, so they gotta. And then we're about the only flight school that guarantees a salary. So if they don't fly, they're guaranteed X amount of dollars a day. So when I was teaching, if you didn't fly, you didn't get paid.
Yeah, I mean, I understand both philosophies too, though.
Yep.
Okay, so it doesn't say fuel on proper tank before takeoff. That would be.
Run up. What it says? Flaps, landing light, fuel pump. Okay. It should be, and then I would say to make sure to check the fuel pump. Fuel is at the proper tank, and also at the same time.
Okay. Put that in my notes to modify.
Yep.
All right. Oh, let's doors, windows, locked latch, seat belts, flaps. Go to do, and all our lights are on. Fuel pumps on. There's ridge curb off. And we're just shy of 180, and
Off we go.
do it again.
You're doing a really, and we'll do them as long as you want. When you want to call it quits, you can tell me you want to call it quits because you're doing a really nice job. When you get your medical, you're going to solo probably that day, that first day I go up with you because you're doing such a beautiful job. If you can do it with these winds here,
All right. We've got RPM, green, took my eyes off the pen for a little bit too long.
yeah, just look at the far
Relax
end. Look at the far end of the runway. There you go.
And up,
There you go.
and get our speed, and try and maintain that 85. A little bit of an angle.
There you go. Very nice. You see how that wind is doing it? That's what you want to do unless you're doing the turn. Don't be afraid to just fly that airplane back to where you want it to. There you go.
Alright. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29.
Delta Hotel is 8 miles to the south of field. We're going to do a simulated engine failure from 5,500 feet. Sullivan County traffic.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Uh-oh, there goes an ambulance. Hope nobody called them for us.
Nope. There's nobody at the airport. That's good.
That's always good. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29.
Heading up towards the North Egerman.
What?
They're heading up towards the North Egerman there.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
I've been apart because you're doing 90, you're doing 95 to 100 now, so you're way too fast, okay? So just prepare all the way off, there you go.
Right.
Yeah, you see, I'm going to bleed off all this speed. Okay, when you glance down there, you're doing about 95 to 100 on the final, so you got to be careful. You don't get too fast on that.
Especially on a short field.
Yep, yep, and it also could get a little slippery too. That's why you see, you know, sometimes you want to do that, keep a little speed. Too slippery, you're just going to add power and go around. You're going to steer the airplane with the rudder sometimes because the nose wheel may not. Nose wheel may
Police
not.
going too.
Huh?
Police just went by.
Huh?
Because I was speeding.
Yeah. See? They know.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, back taxi, runway 29. At least the wind's been mostly down the runway.
Yep, all day long until it's forecast. It's been all down the runway. Every once in a while you get a little bit of out of the north, but for the most part it's forecast. It was right out of the winds out of the north. By 28290. And then there are 330 in Columbia County.
Okay. Doors, windows, locked and latch, seatbelts good, flaps 2. Back up there. Okay, fuel pump is on. RP's off, mixture on. Just about a perfect 180. And slowly getting dark.
There we go.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Okay.
Now look at the far end of the runway and use your peripheral vision to keep the nose straight. Just look at the far end of the runway. There you go. That was perfect that time. Very nice.
Hey. How does that want to get away from me like that?
It's just the wind.
Oh, okay.
That's the wind coming up there underneath you there, so you get some updrafts and downdrafts, so you got to be very, very careful.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29.
There must be an accident. Lights are up there. Maybe an accident on the road or something.
Good job distracting me, Rick.
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Way choppier all of a sudden.
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Oh, Joe, turn the lights off on us.
They go on 15 minutes, so if I go to 21 real quick here.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Beautiful, very nice. Very nice.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, back taxi, runway 29. Were you trying to turn the lights on remotely?
Yeah, 21. I had to figure it out. Now click the mic.
Up. 20 times?
3 times. There you go.
Ah. So just swap?
Yep, there you go.
wouldn't work on the old comm there, or
What's that?
was it not working on the old comm?
No, I went to for some reason I went to number 2 radio, and then for some reason it was off. That's why I didn't see it was off.
Oh.
And yeah, that's fine.
All right. And these lights over here, you said, or these don't light up?
This is the. They're supposed to light up. I checked the light bulbs might be up, but this is the one for the instrument panel right here. They're supposed to have individual lights on that part here.
Okay.
And they're all internal, so there might be just something there. But they got the red light overhead right now. That's giving.
Which is okay for now.
Yep.
But...
Yep.
Alrighty. Back to basics. Windows, doors locked. Hatch, seatbelts on. Apps. 2. Trim is set. Lights, all our lights are on. Fuel pumps on. Mixture's rich. Carb heat's off. Course is. And try it again. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying into pattern. Okay, full RPM. Feel like I'm in a spaceship.
Yep.
There we go. Oh.
But again, just pick a spot like on the cloud or something like that and hold it right there and let the airplane just keep pulling it up. Now it's too much. If I just put it up and just see what it says, okay, now I can make an adjustment further up or further down.
And it takes a second for the gauge to actually catch up.
Yep.
That's why looking outside is more important than inside.
Yep, that's why I said just pick a spot where you're looking at, because again, you can pull a nose way up there and just keep going, and next thing you know, you're in a takeoff departure stall.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29.
Robertson traffic coming into 6 Tango X-ray is 10 to the south. We'll be landing 02, shooting the RNAV 02 approach.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Things look a little different as it gets dark.
Yep. Here at nighttime you see those white lights, the bright yellow lights there, that's out by the power company. And then you'll see the nursing home on the side, it's got 2 bright yellow lights. That's where normally when it's dark we hit those 2 there for the downwind. Then when you see the yellow lights on the side of the hill there for the nursing home, that's where you turn your base.
Alright. Beam, carb heat, throttle back, let the nose drop, 1 notch of flaps.
See that bright yellow light on the side of the hill there?
Oh yeah.
That's where we turn the base right towards that.
Okay.
That's why we know exactly where we are, right between the 2.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29.
There you go.
A little low, but Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29. My nose is high.
No, you're doing fine.
But my plane is low.
Your speed is perfect. 85.
Yep, just got to carry it a little
Yep.
farther.
Now to get to the nighttime there, you got to figure out what you're doing. Is you see how you're doing that? You got the second runway line, second and third runway line. All right, good.
Yep.
Yep. I just wanted to get an angle so it goes right between those two. There you go.
Robertson traffic, coming in to Tango X-ray 6 to the south, shooting the RNS 02 straight in.
I see the second and third line. Just push your nose over so you're right between the two. Bring the power back. See, yeah, second and third line it right up.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah, we're going fast again.
There you go. Yep, there you go. You're doing fine. See it heading right towards that second and third runway line.
Okay.
There you go. And now you get made some power all the way off. Yep. Now you see the landing light on the runway there. See, you're still coming in way too fast.
Yeah.
There you go. Again, if you have to point the nose down to get to the airport, that means you got to bring the power back.
We might go all the way to the end this time, right?
Yep, that's fine.
What time you got?
It is 4:45.
Oh, okay. Probably comfortably one more anyway.
Yep, that's fine. Yep.
Just a little adjustment with the dark. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, back taxi, runway 29.
Now, when you take it off and it's getting dark like that, you have no real horizon that you're used to, so you just have to that stuff with the that light not working.
Should we quit for tonight?
Oh no, we got time. We got time.
I mean, you're here, so
Yep.
I'm comfortable, but
See that right there? There's your airspeed right there too.
wow. Okay, did a horrible job of cleaning up that time. Get the list. Okay, doors, windows, lock, latch, seatbelts here. Flaps to 2, same. Let's try and trim middle. Okay, all of our lights are on, our fuel pumps on, mixture's rich. Carburetors off, and our course is correct, and we're good to go.
Very good.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Now, in order to be night flying, it's going to be a full hour past dusk,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
That's going to be a whole different adventure.
Yep.
Got RPMs.
Look at the landing light on it. You want to keep that landing light right on the white, because that way you know where you are. There's your speeds on the nice, and you can kind of straighten it up. There you go. Get up. Now just pitch your nose up, pitch your nose up, pitch your nose up. Now hold it right there. Just hold it right there. There you go. The idea is you're going to climb out by airspeed, because at nighttime that's going to be a big black hole out there. So
Right.
the only thing that you can see, you get the nose up a little bit too much, is Hold it right like that. That's a nice attitude. You'll see the attitude indicator right here. Here's that a little bit like that.
Alright. Great bearings and traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29.
Again, once you turn final, give yourself plenty of room on the final. Just hold your 17 until you get to the base there, 16, 17. Then with like the second runway line, second runway light past the end, okay? So you get the end one and the second one in. Try and keep it so it's a nice attitude angle right towards that light there. And that's it.
Traffic, we're coming in from the west, about
Great bearings and traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, on downwind, runway 29.
As you get darker, that red light will start to show up all the white things there. So, and then if you go fly for a little bit, you'll have to turn it down because it'll be too bright in here. Okay, you just use your attitude indicator.
Great bearings and traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning base, runway 29.
Yes, and now look outside. You're turning towards those two bright yellow lights. That's all I'm doing. The descending. See the nose is down. That's what you're looking for right there. Perfect. Hey, you're fast. You're fast. So bring the power back. Bring the power back.
Great bearings and traffic, Cherokee 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
There you go. Take your hands right off. So you see what this speed is. Perfect. See, that speed is good right there. So nice and easy. It's set for 80, 85, just like that. So, got it?
Yep.
There you go. There you go. See that's the second one. Just trying. It's coming down. Looks like you're coming down pretty much right abeam that. So that's in good shape. When you see the runway light on the runway, the landing light on the runway, that's when you just stop the power. See the number's 29?
Yep.
See it, keep it right on that. See that? And I bring the power all the way off. Bring the power all the way off. There you go. See this here? No, let the nose down. See this here? You're flying it right to the runway. See this here? There. Now I can bring the power off. Very nice. The idea is you're going to put that nose on, that landing light on a spot. If you see the airspeed's increase, you just move it up a little bit further and that'll make it the point there.
Alrighty.
There you got the brakes. Very nice.
Alright.
You did really, really nice.
Nighttime's gonna be an adventure for
Oh
sure.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's actually a lot more calming and more soothing than it is during the daytime, because you can see airplanes. It's dark, you know. You get a little bit of rest, you know. You get a little bit of a nice attitude where it's like, okay, everything's a little easier to see. You know, see all the open fields or anything. The only thing is, at nighttime with no moon, it's a big black hole out there.
Yeah.
You gonna put a gas in it?
Yeah,
Okay.
might as well get
Yep.
her done.
That turns on the, when I do that, that also turns on the light at the park.
Oh,